Hey man, you got me. I have not forgot about you, bruh. I ain't forgot about you, man. Not at all. Plus, how could I? Let me show you how real it is, man. I don't know your particular birthday. I'm about to. We all about to, nigga. Cause we gonna eat you up, nigga. I'm not even gonna, bruh. I take this shit very fucking seriously. Very fucking seriously, nigga. It causes me a lot of problems in my personal life, nigga. And as you will probably come to find, as we will all come to see, nigga, it's gonna cause you. This is the shit that causes you a lot of problems, nigga, in your life. Real fucking spiel. I don't know. Like I say, man, just where I'm at on my path and everything, man. I can't blame nobody else. You can't either. But we getting ready to figure this out, man. Like I said, hey. I got 4 kids altogether, man. Um, my 3 youngest are all in December. You just so happen to be December 21st, player. Um, December 20th, it's my baby girl. December 19th, it's my youngest boy. I know them very well. So you ain't far, bruh, and you dealing with some shit. You dealing with some shit. You dealing with some shit. Not gonna hold you out, but I most definitely am. So, I remember seeing the name. It made me think about some things or whatever else. I'm sorry. Let me chill out a bit. Ooh, I'm excited, right? But I remember, nigga, you cash at me. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, it's just not coming to fruition. A lot of shit has happened. I can't do nothing but apologize. However, man, you about to get your money's worth, partner. You about to get your money's worth. And again, you commented recently. That's why I was like, oh yeah, bro, I got you. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I can. But it should be happening. We'll get into that. Maybe, maybe not. I don't care. December 21st, 1992. Nigga, you even put your year in there, bruh. That had me like, okay, okay. This nigga really want to get chopped to pieces. We hey man. I mean, it's one thing, to just kind of know some things. Okay. But again, you gave me a year. So that lets me get a little bit deeper. So it's been a little minute. And again, man, I encourage y'all to get these books and to do this research. You don't have to take it as serious as me. But I need to pull my shit up. I'm telling you. See, it's one thing to talk about it or generalize about a lot of shit. It's another thing to actually go digging to see what's in there. You see what I'm saying? Identifying the different shadows, just in general, man. Like I said, we'll get to that when we get to that. But what's in the shadow of December 21st, 1992, nigga? December 21st, period. I'm gonna tell you what I know off the dribble. It's one of them on the cusp, bruh. Anything from the 19th to the 24th. In a lot of books, a lot of most people, it's common. It's like the 20th to the 21st. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like a cutoff. You get like a clear cutoff. But I like the whole transition. You know what I'm saying? It makes more sense to me. How do you tell when the beat stops and the ocean begins? You feel me? How do you map a coastline for real? When the shore is always changing in this and that. You feel me? It's hard as fuck. So again, and that's life. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've ever had a scab, again, this is life. It's how you know it's one of them universal things, right? How do you know when the scab goes from the scab to your skin? And this and that. You see what I mean? Everything. I'm just saying it's like a seamless transition. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. But like I said, my bad, my bad. Maybe I didn't got into it too far. But let's go ahead and rip you open, bruh. Let's go ahead and rip you open, man. December 21st. You niggas are on the cusp. That's all I'm trying to say, man. It's not a solid Sagittarius. It's not a solid Capricorn. I don't give a shit what you call yourself. You see what I'm saying? Um, Capricorn is dead fucking serious. Dead fucking serious. I would tell anybody, known, unknown, I'm just saying, friend, foe, stranger. You know what I'm saying? I would tell anybody if you serious about this shit, bro, be careful. I'm a Taurus, but you be careful with that Capricorn shit. Be careful with any of these last four signs. They say it represents the mind of God, but it's the last four signs from Sagittarius on out. So, and also from what I've come to, again, just what I've come to know, take it or leave it, right? Um, since you asking OZ, I'm gonna hit you with what I know, what from what I come to understand. Again, these are like karmic placements, like karmic debt. You feel me? Anywhere you got Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces, these are like you got a chance to finalize some shit. Shit's coming to an end. But these are like I don't want to say is it cosmic, karmic? I don't know. These are heavy hitters in a nigga's chart. You see what I'm saying? Because they're at the end of the zodiac. So this is like your last chance to get it right. If that makes any sense. Or this is your, you have a hell of a chance to finalize some shit. I don't know what that is or whatever. I don't get into Akashic records and that type of past lives, all that type shit, nigga. I ain't doing it. But I do know them are heavy hitters in the zodiac, and they heavy hitters in real life. Point blank, period. You know, in today's society, just in general, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to care about others. But Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces even brings in the spring. It's that transition, right? But even Sagittarius, you really this is the last time to get it in. Spend all your energy again. That's why it's a fire sign first. Spend all your energy and shit. And you better be doing the right thing, reaping this and that to harvest. As I'm just saying, man, because winter is coming. And these niggas are cold blooded. Yeah. These niggas are cold. You know what I mean? So if you have that anywhere in your chart as well, you see what I'm saying? Even like that Sagittarius shit, they not gonna give no fucks. The last four signs: Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. These niggas don't give no damn. They don't care. This is like I said, it is like they represent the mind of God. From what I've my research and whatever else. At the current moment, I can't tell you exactly where I got it from, but research it your damn self and you may come across the same info. But that being said, I just really wanted to stress, I don't want to take too much time on that, but I really wanted to stress how important them fucking signs are in anybody's chart. You see what I mean? Just wherever you got that at, beware. They will get you into some shit. You know what I mean? Again, like I said, winter is coming, man. Capricorn, Aquarius is a fixed sign. It's fixed air, and it is literally right there, January, February, in the heart of winter. You see what I'm saying? Capricorn is bringing that in, just like Aries is, you know what I'm saying, the cardinal sign. It brings that shit in. So, all right, let's get to your shit. I'm just saying that because, again, to have that fucking split, bruh, between Sagittarius and Capricorn, you like right in the middle of that shit, fam. It's a beast. You can call yourself either or. You could deal with both of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Like I said, I know somebody born on Christmas. I know I got an uncle. I know somebody born on December 28th. I also have a son born on December 9th. That's my son on the 9th. So I mean, I'm just saying these people are full blown Capricorns. These people are full blown Sagittarius, and then you have them in the middle where it's just like, good God. You know what I'm saying? These they be hard body or they be dead ass, like dead serious. You know what I mean? About whatever they be on. You know what I mean? They so quick to be on some shit. And then be dead serious about it. Like, hey, ain't no Capricorn don't play no games. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, you got to be careful with that shit. But that being said, you right in the middle of that, Brody. That's just my quick take on the 21st. You have to be aware of that. If you think you a Capricorn or you call yourself a Capricorn because it's the 21st, nigga, you better know you got a whole lot of Sagittarius in there. Or just in general, Sagittarius ain't all the way done with you. If you call yourself a Sagittarius, you be telling everybody you a Sagittarius, nigga, you better know you see what I'm saying? You just coming from OZ, nigga. You better know. You feel me? you got that big cap right there staring you down. You feel me? You initializing that shit. You bringing the transition into that shit. So don't think that Sagittarius on the 21st coming without that Capricorn energy. You see what I mean? Even if it's anyways, we'll get to it. But let's see what it says about your day, bro. Hopefully we don't take too long. December 21st. I like the big birthday book because it gives you like a defining, like I'm April 28th, the day of manifestation. You know what I mean? December 19th is the day of the Hellraiser. That's my little guy. December 9th is the day of flamboyance. So I like that. But these books, this one that I'm getting ready to come from for educational purposes, fair use, all that old good shit, is What Your Birthday Reveals About You by Phyllis Vega. What Your Birthday Reveals About You by Phyllis Vega. However, we need to do that. Boom. All right. Then next, we go in Russell Grant, The Book of Birthdays. Now, I've found good information in this and this. I'm going to tell you right now, December 21st, this ain't a whole lot of in this book. That's why I go here first. It talks about some gardening shit. We'll get into it because who knows, nigga? That might be you. You would know. I don't know. And again, whoever else look at this December 21st shit, you might know. And again, this is just because like your sun sign, as I'm gonna get into deeper with this, the only astrology book you'll ever need. That's a brother panic highlight. But anyways, check this out. Real quick, we'll see how fast we can do this for educational purposes, fair use. But real quick, those born on the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, right, are the scholars of the zodiac. In your ongoing quest for truth and the meaning of life, you explore the physical world and the world of books, dreams, and imagination. You set out with no particular bias and take new experiences and ideas as they come. You are about action and leadership, yet have more patience and persistence than a typical archer. That's where the Capricorn comes in, right? Since your goal is broadening your vision, you view existence, right? Since your goal is broadening your vision, you view existence as an ongoing adventure to be enjoyed and not hurried. That's where it's like even if you think you got that big cap in there, that Sagittarius shit, you still experiences, man. That shit'll rock you, but you will do it. Life is not all fun and games to those born on December 21st. Your gaze may be fixed on the far horizon, but you genuinely want to make the world a better place for yourself and others. In business and finance, you're naturally lucky and know how to sell yourself and your ideas. Despite high spirits, you have a good grasp of reality. Everything you do is above board and rendered in honorable manner. See. You have a good grasp of reality. That's where that Capricorn comes in. You know what I'm saying? Even if the Sagittarius makes you shoot for a lot of different goals or makes you just say, it also makes you very preachy. You'll be preachy about practical and or reality. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. It may give you more of a add more speech to your bossiness, nigga. You know what I mean? Make again. There's downsides to all of this shit. You see what I mean? But I digress. You feel me? Despite your high spirits, you have a good grasp of reality. So that meaning niggas might think, you know what I'm saying, you might be happy go lucky or whatever, but it's like you're the definition of laughing but very serious. Literally. That's niggas, yeah, hey, yeah. Laughing but very serious. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter, she might be crying, but don't think she won't bust your ass. She might not even, she can't help that shit. But that Capricorn, hey, she ain't no joke. But that's December 20th. You see what I'm saying? Look, the happy go lucky person born on this day has a cheerful nature and sincere concern for friends and family. It did not say that about December 21st. You see what I mean? In your ongoing quest for truth and the meaning of life, you explore the physical world. Shit makes a big difference. You see what I'm saying? Even like by day. So, like a lot of people, I'm just saying that to say this, right? A lot of people, you know what I mean? Well, I'm a Taurus, you a Taurus. Yeah, but see, I'm April 28th. April 29th is a different Taurus than me, nigga. Each fucking day, just it's like that. You get books like this, and you kind of you really see. But anyway, and it does matter. You know what I'm saying? Like again, a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Thursday. You know what I'm saying? A Friday. Anyways, the different angles, yeah. So why wouldn't it matter? But I digress, right? You aim for the top, Capricorn, and will probably get there aided by a mixture of idealism, faith in yourself, and practical good sense. See what I'm saying? Like you gotta, this on this day is a good blend. You know what I mean? Again, and it's good for business. But again, like I said, man, whereas my daughter might be, those who celebrate birthdays on December 20th are inherently open-hearted and open-handed. Consequently, you set yourself up for many a disappointment. See what I mean? That's my daughter. Open hearted and open handed. I can tell you right now, that's the truth. She's just a kid, but she'll go off to the candy lady with her little partners, and you best believe I'm just saying, she'll pull her dollars in with everybody else if she got more or this or that or whatever. But it go how it go, right? But back to December 21st, yeah. This is what it is. It's about you. You aim for the type will probably get there in this thing. You feel me? In business and finance, you're naturally lucky. Okay. In love relationships, you're ardent and rather flirtatious. However, you are also open hearted in your affections and loyal in your attachments. Although you may be slow to make promises when you do, you keep them. See what I'm saying? That was like way hard. You know what I mean? Way hard. So, damn, I didn't mean to close it up like that. But out of a December 21st person, you know what I mean? Yeah, business, finance, you are about action and leadership. You know what I mean? More patience and persistence than the typical archer. So the goals and shit that you usually go after or whatever else, that's why you get them. You see what I mean? But that Capricorn, it adds some stick to itiveness. You know what I mean? So that's really good. That's really good. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, the other just a day before you, nigga, happy go lucky shit. The day after you, people born on the this is December 22nd. People born on the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp are ambitious, determined, and dedicated to achieving their goals. Okay, that's you too. More of a scholar than other Capricorns. See how I just straight up calls it a Capricorn, even though it said it's on the cusp. You see me? But now you on D22, you closer to the Capricorn side versus, you know what I'm saying, somebody like the 19th or the 20th, they're closer to the Sagittarius side. So it gets like that. But right, although you seek the true meaning of life, you are also practical, realistic, and careful not to get carried away by your ideas. As a doer, thinker, worker, all right, it's enough 22nd, bruh. We paid for the 21st, man. But you see how it starts to go a little different, but yet still the same because you're still back on that Capricorn side. See what I'm saying? The 21st or 22nd, you start leaning more into the Capricorn side of things. You feel me? So yeah, there we go, man. Good business, finances, and whatever else. But even with that, man, money, action, leadership, and whatnot. I don't necessarily want to say. I'm just saying, well, we can ready to see some other things. I know some other things I don't want to say just yet, but we're gonna get to it. But again, as you kind of see that, that's not necessarily a touchy feely ass nigga. In love relationships, you are ardent and rather flirtatious. Ardent. I feel like I know what the meaning of that is. I'd have to Google it right now, and that ain't something I want to do, nigga. But ARDENT. Now you know what? Fuck it. This is what we do, nigga. You paid for it, and my phone just so it's right here. I don't have any excuse not to. It says enthusiastic or passionate. Okay. You're ardent and rather flirtatious. So you are enthusiastic or passionate and rather flirtatious. All right. So I mean you gotta be careful with that. You know what I mean? If you flirt, you feel me? You don't keep looking at too many asses, bruh. Or again, just in general, that flirting shit, you got to know when to turn it on, turn it off. But I think with that Capricorn, man, that's why I say when you make promises or whatever, with the Capricorns, they like I said, they straight business, and they mean that shit. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying with a fucking Capricorn, it's no joke, no joke, literally. Or even they jokes are cornballs. They're cornballs. They're corny. But anyway, I'm just saying. Um, Capricorns are no joke. Straight business when it comes to business and whatever. So I mean, again, if they gonna go so far as to call you a girlfriend or a boyfriend, they really mean that. And there's rules, restrictions, regulations. I'm just not. I ain't gonna go there. I don't want to go there, so to speak. But yeah, with a Capricorn, shit, there's roles being played here. And this nigga, like it just said, it's about action and leadership, not taking the back seat or waiting for shit to happen, which is the Sagittarius thing. Now, this other book, um, December 21st, I'm gonna tell you now, it's rather lame. But December 21st, it mainly just talks about because I'm not even gonna read all this. It is a lot longer than the other one. I'm not gonna read all of this. Again, this is Russell Grant, Book of Birthdays. Um, all year long, December 21st, plans and enjoys. Weekends are for traveling, and it says a bunch of shit about like gardening. You know what I'm saying? But fortunately, this is a money date, back to that business and stuff in the other book. The financial promise here is enormous and probably allied with a job or some form of business contact abroad so their wishes may be fulfilled. Content to live with one partner in faithful bliss and happy enough to raise children if they come along. See what I'm saying? So you may be kind of flirtatious and whatever else, you know what I mean? But make sure it's like you have somebody you can constantly flirt with. Like it's your partner, you can flirt with them and you can this and whatever else. You know what I mean? And maybe try not to go too far. You know what I'm saying? By being that Capricorn shit, whatever else, you may think you flirting, but they think you serious or something. You just trying to flirt, or then you get all serious about. Hold on, man. No, I was just flirting. I was, just, you know what I mean? Take it easy, Capricorn. Y'all need to realize, like, go through that a lot, nigga. Take it easy, Capricorn. All right, all right, all right. So, other powerful passions with this date, and there will be many, may include railway history or memorabilia, antiques, some form of sewing, tapestry. Antiques are likely to be something pretty like china or porcelain. Um, this date has a rather delicate constitution. You sensitive nigga. A rather delicate, frequently suffering from aching limbs, and sometimes both sexes, male, females, feel that they almost act like flypaper to any bugs around. Fortunately, they shake off temporary ailments quite fast. You see what I mean? So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of things about like gardening, traveling abroad. This date would like to inhabit a place where people like and admire each other, and where there's lots of laughter and sitting about under the trees looking at the view. Winter chills them to the bone, and the lack of light depresses them. That's some good shit to know. You see what I'm saying? We notice how that totally different from this. And then we're gonna get into the birthday book. So as I said in the beginning, hopefully you're still with me, bro, or whoever on December 21st. You should know your day. This book it starts off kind of like, okay, it's in the middle of March. All right, I could remember. All right, hold on. I got you. Let me get to December. Ooh. Okay, December 21st. The day of the great enigma, like Edward Nigma, nigga. You're the Riddler. But strengths, the day, and this is coming out of Secret Language of Birthdays. You can find them online. S whatever, Secret Language of Birthdays. I have the book. Find the book. Buy the book. You feel me? So you ain't gotta do all that. But basically, this is what I got. With the day of the enigma. This is again. It's another one that goes with the cusp. You're on the cusp in this book. Strengths: you are strong-willed, physical, and intuitive. Weaknesses: you're self-involved and controlling. Big Cap energy, self-involved, big Sagittarius energy. You know what I'm saying? Controlling, that's Capricorn all day. That's why I say, did I just say take it easy? I mean that. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, so much of life is moving outside of your control. You will drive yourself crazy trying to do such, trying to control everything and whatever else. You feel me? Now, again, somebody with big business and whatnot like you. Ooh, check this out. First sentence, right? The powerful individuals born on December 21st know something about using silence to their advantage. Whether verbal or not, they primarily use their body, presence, or psyche to get their ideas across in an irresistible fashion. It is very difficult to oppose them. So directed are they towards achieving their purpose. God damn. Hey, yeah, man. December 21st. Get this book. Secret Language of Birthdays. Fair use. All that. Boom. Those born on this day do not particularly like answering questions about themselves, highly secret about their inner fantasy life. They are nonetheless powerful in projecting those fantasies out on the world and shaping their environment. Both their desires and capacity to control others are great. Many people treat them in just the way they wish to be treated in order to keep them in a good mood, since they know the alternative only too well. Yet, December 21st people can also be charming, sensual, and warm with those they love. With those they love, nigga, it did not say like, it did not say respect, it said with those they love. You gotta earn that fucking with a Capricorn. Even more so with December 21st. You gotta earn that, player. Told you. Capricorn is no joke. They not playing with you. This is the last time to get it done. This is why it's in. Who else was December 21st? The 25th. But you celebrate on December 25th. You feel me? A whole lot of them. Buddha was a Capricorn. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm just here to tell you, they will get it done no matter what. To a Capricorn, the dark side of a Capricorn, you have to take this in consideration. All those dealing with Capricorn and December 21st or any that energy, because just like this is on the cusp, that Capricorn Aquarius, there's a cusp too. So it's even, it might be even worse. At least this fire feels, but the air and the earth cusp, man, that's dust. That's like a dust storm. It'll sandstorm. You know, it'll choke you out. It'll choke you out. At least with this fire and the earth, you got lava here on this cusp. I've heard it say like this is like the lava cusp. You know what I mean? But still, lava covers everything. It's hot as shit, and we you deal with that how you deal with that. I'm just reading and picking apart your motherfucking birthday because we know you. And like I said, I take this shit very seriously, bro. I didn't put this book up against many people. Look how, hold on, let me put these other ones down. Look how fucked up my book is, man. I've had it for so many years. Shit falling apart and this and that. Come on, man. I'm not playing. This is no joke. I've had people with borrow this, want to borrow this one. This, hey. Let me get back to it. So, you know what I mean? Again, with those you love, man, and whoever is dealing with somebody on December 21st, don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. You see what I'm saying? Look, check this out. Check this out. As mentioned earlier, December 21st, people can use silence with devastating effect by refusing to speak at crucial junctures in conversation or negotiation. They can upset or intimidate others far more than if they spoke or even shouted at length. You see what I'm saying? So even again, the front end, the back end, you might think you being whatever. That's why you pissing people off or you whatever. So nigga, you might even figure that out by now. But you not saying something when they want you to say something or they need you to say something. You're the very person to say something. You know what I mean? Like that's why I fuck with my guy, Megatron. That's why he sit over there with Megatron. Sometimes, hey, bro, after this prime is cool and all, somebody gotta be Megatron. But some of us, we come across that, man. Somebody has to define real. So that means somebody's got to define fake. Might be you niggas, but it ain't these niggas. It's them. Anyways, I ain't gonna get into that. I'm just saying, man, that's something, you know what I mean? They can upset or intimidate others far more than if they spoke or even shouted just by not saying nothing. So you may not recognize that, or maybe you do, but now everybody does. You see what I mean? So it's like, damn, bro, they can't help it. A lot of times, that's why I say it ain't just you, it's you and anybody. So once we get into this other book, the only astrology you'll ever need, the only astrology, once we get to that, I mean, we gonna get your moon sign and the rest of that shit because you told me it was 1992. So which I can already tell you, you're a Sagittarius with a Sagittarius moon, so it's like double fucked up. Anyways, it was just you gotta, you know what I mean? Like you wear your heart on your sleeve. You one of them. You act. Whereas some people may be like, he ain't really so he don't really mean that. No, you really mean that. You see what I'm saying? No, you really feel that way. And either or, like I said, how that Capricorn is in there, that Sagittarius moon might make you a bit more happy-go-lucky. It may take you more away from the stick-to-itiveness that it is clearly talking about you got. But you also have a Sagittarius moon, so that shit'll draw you away and add more fire to the earth. You know what I mean? Like, hey, bro, look, I got a lot of I'm a Taurus because of my April 28th. You feel me? But I got a lot of Aries and Leo. So one of the first tattoos I ever had before I even really dipped into this, you know what I mean? Well, I knew the rest of the shit. I knew I was a Taurus. I got a Taurus, but he's got flames around him, right? Now I know it's literally what's going on in my natal chart. Taurus with a lot of flames around it, so it kind of sucks. But I'm just saying, you want to be practical and you want to do the shit that makes sense and this and whatever else. But that fire will get you into some shit so fucking fast that it'll have you talking shit or this and whatever so quick. It's like, damn, you know. So be leery of that. I had to share that with you. Like I'm with you, bro. You want to be solid and everything in you is telling you to be solid, but again, motherfucker catch you in your feelings, man. You quick to go on some whatever shit, or on a mission, or I'm just saying, or now you niggas done caught me talking politics. You know, you turn into a whole fucking preacher. You trying to teach niggas the right way, or you just telling niggas you know what I mean? Like that Sagittarius is a bitch, and they're also the porn stars of the zodiac. You see what I'm saying? Which means like they're whores. You'll do it just for the experience, you know what I'm saying? Or again, and with all fire signs, you like to be seen. You like it to know, you know what I mean? You want motherfuckers to know that you know it or whatever else. Again, Sagittarius is the opposite of Gemini. They on that cusp, right? It's the cusp of communication. You feel me? Or not cusp, it's the line of communication. You see what I mean? Whereas Gemini is this and that, Sagittarius is like this and that. The fire lens experience to shit. So you want to talk about your experiences or you know. Anyways, I'm just saying, Sagittarius can give you 10 different ways to do the same shit. And to a Sagittarius, it's just cool the fact that there's 7, 8 different ways. Why wouldn't you want to know? Even though you could, maybe the best way is the foot, but there are 7 other ways that you don't even know about. And how could you really know if it's the best way if you don't know about these 7 others? I'm trying to tell you before you make your decision. And sometimes that's what Sagittarius will end up getting fucked up about because before you make your decision, there's like 6, 7 other ways, bro. Stop worrying about all them ways. Just pick the 2 or 3 that look good to you or the first 2 or whatever and do that shit. But that's a Sagittarius thing, man. Just sharing it with you. I'm just saying, I know all that fire around that fucking earth, huh, it'd be hard to, I guess, like stay on track or whatever. So again, like you just said, a lot of people be looking at you or something, whatever, and you don't even know what to say because you caught up in again, even the fire, all these ideals and this and whatever. Should you say? Should you say that? Should you with it? You know what I mean? Or they might not know, but you know, because it's Sagittarius moon. If you start talking about, you really gonna be running. You know what I'm saying? Or you might tell these niggas some shit that you know. Anyways, you know, we don't know, but you know December 21st. You get it. All right. Both men and women born on this day are physically powerful through their mastery of movement and stillness. In addition, they usually have an abiding love for small children and or animals, a love which can at times eclipse their interest in their adult peers. In such relationships, their strong intuitive gifts and nonverbal abilities find a full range of expression. So again, man, look, when you an adult grow up, especially that Sagittarius shit. That's probably why that's in there because all fire signs are big fucking kids. Grow the fuck up. And you got this Sagittarius, so you can't act like a kid at one time and be again. Oh, and then you want to be the fucking, then you want to be the boss. Because Capricorn is some boss ass shit. And again, like I said in the other book, Action and Leadership, this is why it matters. You ain't get none of this in them other 2 books. But we got details here, nigga. And I still ain't read everything. Still ain't even read you everything. And I'm kind of skipping around or whatever. I want you to get a book. I want you to get a book. You know what I'm saying? Indeed, December 21st, people are able to squeeze every ounce of energy they have into a determined drive to make the issue at hand a one-way street going in their direction only. Once they force another individual to do something their way, they can better control the outcome. Once they force, see, that's what I said about Capricorn, man. To a Capricorn, the ends justify the means. Not the means justify the end. The end justify the means, nigga. If this is the goal, Capricorn again, earth sign. Capricorn is the definition of by any means necessary. And Capricorn lives by the rules. They know all the rules in this net. So again, they know which rules can be bent, broken. They know rules you might not even have known, but Capricorn does. They pay attention to that shit. 'Cause they know how to get away with. They know how to. They know how to get shit done. Even if they got to do it by the rules, strictly by the book, they're the ones who do it. So everybody else is trying to swerve in this, but they'll do everything strictly by the book, especially if they feel like it's the fastest way to get it done or the best way or whatever. They'll do it. Let the rest of you niggas try to take shortcuts and win or whatever else. Huh? They're gonna do it by the book. But that being said, again, An abiding love for small children and animals, bro. And even that, even if it's your own kids, you got let them niggas grow up. Let your kid grow up, bro. You got to do that. They was kids when they was kids. I tell my daughter again, like it's just my Leo, my Aries, so I don't know, but I used to tell my daughter all the time, she's still 4 years old. I didn't really mean it though, but I said it because that's how my affection for her felt. Yeah, I still feel the same way. For even she's 4 years old, you still a little girl, you know what I mean? But she's grown as shit. Like even now, she's 21, bro. Let your kids grow up. You might be an actual problem for you, and either or again, man. You know, learn how to see the big kid and some of these other adults that you fuck with, and maybe that'll help you kind of tie it into. But just in general, man, don't disregard your adult friends and this and that. You feel me? There you go so far as to fuck with somebody's kids more than you fuck with them. But you are that type nigga. You know what I mean? You'll come through and look out for the kids and this and that and whatever else. You know what I mean? Your cousin's kids or something. Whatever, you know what I mean? You're gonna be like, damn nigga, you forgot my birthday, but you run it down for these niggas and this and that. You know what I mean? For the call you for this, whatever, but hey, like one of them kids or something, you know what I mean? And even with that, because again, Capricorn is about status, bro. So be careful about being, everybody's favorite uncle or something. You might have that type syndrome. You want to be everybody's favorite uncle as well, which it is part of the drive, bro. Don't let it not motivate you. Everybody's favorite uncle. Oh, you the nigga with the bread. It already says you financial and this and that. Yeah, big unk. Holla at this nigga December 21st. Don't let them fool you. That's your favorite uncle, nigga. Favorite aunt. And they gonna make sure that by any means necessary. All right, man. Okay. He who is not with me is against me is too often the watchword of December 21st people. Yet they must learn to be more forgiving and not just be able to like people who like them. Okay? You don't have to like people who don't like you. But you know what I mean? If the only people you like, at least treat them with like Capricorn has resting bitch face. So it's even small, I guess, whatever with you niggas. If you a guy that does that, like, damn, bro, you don't never smile. You know what I mean? When do you ever have a good day? You see what I'm saying? It's one thing again. Let the women do the nagging and this and whatever. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. But the opposite of Capricorn is Cancer. So you know you got a dark-sided Capricorn who's too much in their feelings. And this Capricorn is gonna be too fucking practical. It might not be, but it's bruh, you are in your feelings, and that's why you getting so overly critical about this and whatever else. That's why, but it's money, but it's this, you in your feelings. That's why you so big on this money, or whatever. That's you. That's how you feel. That's you. Like I said, you really gotta, even with the kids and whatnot. And like I said, how the controlling it is they kids, bruh. They're gonna have accents. It's gonna descend whatever else. They're kids. And yes, we all want them to grow up to be respectable adults. This is whatever, but they kids, man. Let the kids be kids as long as they can be kids. You feel me? If they say you grown at 18, you only got until you 18. After that, you have no choice. The rest of the world's gonna look at you like an adult. So damn, give them that. And I don't want to say that. I'm just saying. Obviously, there are a lot of cats that do live who don't get another 18. But I guarantee you, the next 18 is not gonna be like that first 18. Hell, the first 3, 4, 5 years, to use a stream kid. You feel me? After you turn 18, the first 3, 4, 5, you're gonna return 21, 23. You feel me? It's some real adult shit going on in the next 18 years of your life, man. So that's the only chance they even get to be a kid. So let the kids be the kids, bruh. And don't put too much stock like on the kids. Even with that, don't let the kids get away with murder. All right, okay. You are not the lawyer for the kids. And another thing, I wanted to sit with all that said. You might be bruh, and you are not their mama or their daddy. Okay, all right. You might not even be none of that. You're the figurative uncle. You ain't the nigga's real uncle. All right, calm down. Again, stop being so serious. Why so serious? It's Capricorn shit. But all right, man, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Those born on December 21st have to be aware of depressions when their desires are frustrated. Repressed anger and resentment can result in controlling and occasionally violent behavior. Sexual expression and satisfaction are usually very important to December 21st people. Towards this end, they require a loving mate who can not only provide them with both warmth and affection, but satisfy them physically. Problems with skin, teeth, and weight gain can arise, usually as a result of dietary habits. December 21st people must keep their craving for sweets under control, as well as their tendency to eat too much animal and dairy fat. The use of all additive substances, particularly alcohol, should be carefully monitored. Vigorous exercise ranging from aerobics to horseback are recommended. Advice: learn to be more open and less secretive. Trust and share. Don't build up inner resentments. Your projected fantasies can be dangerous. Be aware of putting claims on others. The first step in being honest is leveling with yourself. Leveling with yourself. That's why, even like I said, bro, a lot of this is the shadow, bro. Even like I said, leveling with yourself. Finding out what's going on in your shadow. Even like I said, that Sagittarius moon, you know, you know, you might want to be more serious as well, but that Sagittarius moon, it adds more fucking fire to that frivolous, funky free, this, that, and whatever else, man. And then even like shit, bro, you get drunk or something or whatever, but you'll be done some more wild and crazy shit. And then that Capricorn will be mad as fuck when you go back and think about it. Be mad as shit. And the resentments and this and whatever else, man. Be careful with that, man. And again, you may blame the next nigga. Cause man, it's only when I'm around you, man. Like I just said about family, to loop that back into. Go back and watch the video about family that I did. Like I said about family, that get you into some shit. Well, so whether you want to or not, if you really care about them, if it's the people you love, lightweight, gonna be scared of them. And if you ain't, you're naive. It's just you. I'm glad you live that type of life where your cousins ain't had to get you in no shit. Your mama, whoever you love, glad you live that kind of life. All right, man, let's go to astrology for lovers. And again, I don't want to be too long. It's already been long enough. So I just want to go straight to the back of this book. I'm not astrology for lovers. The only astrology book you'll ever need. A book like this is really cool because I'm not going to get into the times and locations and Eastern astrology and Vedic astrology, whatever else. I just do what I do. So at the end of the day, a book like this, I can go to 1992 moon tables. Yeah, and then scroll come down and whatnot again. December 21st. Yep. The moon was in Capricorn. I'm sorry, was in Sagittarius on the 21st. Now, again, that's where it depends on what time you were born because it looks like it actually switches over. It could be, or it switches over into Sag from Scorpio. So you might actually do have a Scorpio moon. But, or you could again, just like the other cusp, man. It's Sagittarius, but there may be a touch of that in there. You might be a super freaky ass nigga. That Scorpio, and Scorpio gets you into deep shit. It's intense, but it also helps with the business side of things. So Scorpio is the side of business. Taurus, opposite Scorpio. Money. Anyways, but like I said, man, that Sagittarius on top of the Sagittarius is double fucking whammy. You are the type of nigga that, again, bleeding heart. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You know what I'm saying? You really do feel like that. So it actually gives you added oomph. I mean, again, a lot of people can huff and puff. I say this about sun signs, bro. My take again. The sun sign is how you act. A lot of people don't really feel that way. How you feel that way, what really drives you, whatever your emotions, that's the moon sign. But for you, how you act and how you feel, you one of them niggas, you a stand up dude, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? That's you really real. You really real if that's how you want to look at it. Yeah, that's you, 21st. So, all right, man. Um, let's go on down the line. And again, all this is shit, YouTube it. You do whatever you gotta do, Google it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Go find look up Sagittarius moon. It gets you more into you. Now, Mercury. Same shit, bro. We're gonna come to 1992. Mercury, December 21st. Guess what? Sagittarius. So you think in the Sagittarius way. Mercury is in Sagittarius. The moon is in Sagittarius. You are the nigga that definitely needs. It's around there somewhere. Where the fuck they do that? The astrology for lovers. Probably in the other room. But you need the astrology for lovers, bro. We're gonna need to get that for you. Oh, is that it up there? Damn, I think that is it. It might be over. You know what? Matter of fact, give me a hot second. I think I see it. I'm gonna grab it. But Yeah, bro. You need that astrology for lovers. See, you got so much Sagittarius in your chart. I know a couple people like this, but you got so much Sagittarius, and like I said, these last four signs they matter, bro. They matter, bro. They matter. They gonna do you bad, bad. Again, like I said, it's not necessarily a good thing to be the porn star of the zodiac. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn. But they like to be seen, and they can do shit. And I mean, if who else is gonna be the porn star? If you did, somebody else got to be it. So I'm just saying, these niggas like experience. You know what I mean? And each individual is a new experience, for better or worse or whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's a new experience. You see? So I don't necessarily want to say porn star like that. It could just be even the person that they with. They experiment with a lot of this or that or whatever else. You see what I'm saying? Or they're gonna put you in a whole lot of different positions or something or whatever. But I mean, they're gonna experiment. But well, I don't even want to say experiment, but it's about the experience. You see what I'm saying? That's why a nigga might be spontaneous to something else. We ain't did it here. We ain't having it whatever. We ain't tried this position. We ain't with you. You know, I'm just saying that. That's where that comes from. My bad. Mhm. But I could read the Sagittarius man. The Sagittarius man's biggest problem in relationships is making that dreaded bridge between romantic fantasy and fleshy reality. For many artists, it's a bigger gap. Living in the fantasy world, if you've got the money to support it, it is the only recourse for this kind of Sagittarius. Some archers despair. They feel they'll never achieve a successful relationship, so they roam through life leaving a trail of broken heart, broken affairs behind them, unfinished business, unpaid debts, and unlived life. That's a Sagittarius man. I could read a little bit about the Sagittarius woman, but again, this is why you need this shit. I ain't even talking about the shadow. It just said the Sagittarius man, the Sagittarius woman. I was trying to get to the Sagittarius shadow because, again, it's gonna play out in like so many ways. So, because you clearly we've just identified some big ass signs for you. Your sun sign, there's Sagittarius there with some Capricorn. Your moon sign, Sagittarius. Your Mercury, it's the one that does the fastest, you know what I'm saying, around the sun. And it's the way again, see your thought process and this how else it's on some Sagittarius shit. You see what I'm saying? So you even think about preaching to niggas or this is that, what you could tell motherfuckers or how you, I mean, or even again, the way you're gonna experience how you can again you like to talk about the experiences and you like people who talk about this type of stuff and this that whatever. You see what I'm saying? Big ideas and people who do that or whatever. You know what I mean? Again, you may even be like a religious dude. This is where you find preachers and this and that. You know what I mean? That's why I can even just say that. But again, it's Sagittarius is higher knowledge, higher learning. You see what I'm saying? But and again, you've really done shit. Experience, but we already seen what you talk about. See, I already talked about wisdom and this and that and all that shit and the other. We already been there in them other books, so you got it, you got it, you got it. But check this out: the shadow. There are a couple typical manifestations of it. One of them we might call the groupie. Yeah. The shadowy side of Sagittarius can be a dreadful name dropper and groupie. There's the literal Sagittarian groupie who knows Philip Roth intimately and stays at his house. There's the esoteric groupie who's intimate friends with Guru, whatever else, and knows all about his private sex life. There's a political groupie who's always having dinner with Jim or Maggie. There's even a scientific groupie and a legal one and a medical one. In short, the Sagittarian shadow likes to be where it's all happening with the people that it's all happening to. And somehow, with his marvelously intuitive nose, he managed to be at the right restaurant at the right time, meets the right person. One of Sagittarius's gifts is the ability to make contacts and spot opportunities. This gift is put to the service of the Sagittarius shadow when the archer uses other people as his opportunities and drops them when they're not useful. Don't think the groupie is limited to the shadow side of Sagittarius women. It's not. There are many hangers on among the male sex in the field just as much as there are women. And the shadow Sagittarian groupie of the male is no more adverse to using sexual relationships with the glamorous or well known woman to get him into a position of advantage. And Capricorn is all about status, so that shit might be even more so. So again, it might suck. It's again, anybody can read this or that. You feel me? So, I mean, for real, make sure you not operating out of your dark side, December 21st, and you just dealing with this person because of this, that, and the third, and whatever else. Nigga, that's a you thing. Or you think you in love, or you trying to push love, or you this and whatever else, or you even trying to tell this motherfucker, keep preaching this person, this, that, and third, whatever else, because of that Sagittarius shit. You know? It's just a, hey man, this is just what it is, you know? So you kind of have to, you know what I mean? The Sagittarian shadow is always the first to hear of a new club, a new restaurant. He'll be the first to buy a record, read the book, see the film. Part of the fun is that you get to tell all your lesser connected friends about that wonderful Olympian world. You see, so you get to be the man, you get to this and whatever. You need to know the shadow side. Again, this is Astrology for Lovers by Liz Green. Fair use, fair use. Don't sue me. But yeah, bro. You need to know the shadow side of that shit really well. You got a lot of Sagittarius in your chart, and it's them top three. It's the first, like, shit you gotta get through. You know what I mean? Just to deal with that. But let's keep going. Again, you can YouTube that, whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Mercury in Sagittarius and pick your damn self apart. But now we know. You feel me? And that's again like what I just my quick take off of it. In this book, there is a section that will show you Mercury and Sagittarius, and we could do all of that. You'll have to cash at me again if you want to do all of that. But any of y'all, hey, $ OzzDuhWizz, Oz the Wiz. Anybody, man, check out your birthday or whatever. Shoot me what you can. You feel me? Beggars can't be choosers. But obviously, again, it's been a while, so I owe him this. But this, I ain't gonna get into it. You feel me? You gonna get your level of donation or whatever is to what we'll do, depending on how cool your birthday is, or we'll rock it. But I'm just saying, man, send what you can, shoot your birthday in it. $OzzDuhWizz, man, and we'll rock you out one time. 1992. That's right. Venus. This is Venus. December 21st. Venus in Aquarius. So you like weirdo shit. What's up, bro? I got Jupiter in Aquarius. The more weirdo shit I do is luck for it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. We might get to y'all. I ain't gonna get in there, but Venus in Aquarius, let that be known, bro. Venus in Aquarius. That's also kind of like how you move. When you in love and this and that, you doing some Aquarius shit. Aquarius is a weirdo. Aquarius is highly logical, this and the third, you know what I'm saying? But Venus in Aquarius. You like people who are very headstrong. You know what I'm saying? You like futuristic ideas, this and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius is a sign of brotherhood. So like friends and shit. You know what I mean? That's Aquarius. You know what I mean? But even the Venus in Aquarius is kind of like fucked up because Aquarius is not a lovey-dovey sign. Like I was saying before, it's the heart of winter, bro. It's the heart of winter, bro. It's the heart of winter, bro. Aquarius is not no touchy-feely. It's not like that. And you got Venus in Aquarius. So you probably like women who are less touchy-feely, less detached or whatever, but see, you got all that fire. So it's kind of like a struggle or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Aquarius is detached, but you kind of like that. See, even with that being said, like the Aquarius person, that's the detached person. They will check out or whatever. Again, it's not that they don't feel feels and whatever else, but they again it's a fixed sign, just like Taurus. They stuck on how they think and what's going through their minds. It's kind of like that. You know what I mean? Fucking with Aquarius, and you got Venus in Aquarius. So back to your ideas, which is more that Sagittarius system, whatever else, man. You may like doing, like I said, it may be weird. You may have a weird fetish to other people. I'm not gonna throw some shit out there, whatever. That's because I don't want people to even look at you weird or whatever. But that tends to happen or whatever. You know what I mean? Or even like Aquarius tends to be the rebel and whatnot. You know what I mean? So when it comes to Venus and whatever else, again, you it's the oddball. You know what I mean? You like oddball shit or abstract art or just whatever else, or you like chicks who are the oddballs out or who the whatever, you know what I mean? Like Venus in Aquarius, that's also like the I guess the sapiosexual. You like you like motherfuckers that listen to you or that you can talk to or that think the way you think, you know what I'm saying? Again, Aquarius is about friends and whatnot. You know what I mean? You'll fall in love with a friend. You know what I mean? And with that all that Sagittarius and whatever else, again, Aquarius ain't even looking at you like that. So that might be even a thing with that, bro. Sorry it took 55 minutes to even say that, but this fucking Venus in Aquarius, bro, you might be in love with somebody who is not looking at you like that. Again, they detached. It's an earth sign. It's not no touchy feely person, whatever else. And it's like the more they, this is not what's you own that. You know what I mean? Or again, even the Aquarius person might realize again it takes somebody like you to deal with somebody like that or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I said about love, it's the person that won't leave you no matter what. And Aquarius will come up with a lot of reasons, a lot of excuses, whatever else, will even preach themselves. And again, that Mercury and Aquarius, nigga, you do that to yourself. Come up with a whole lot of this and whatever else scenarios, this whatever to your damn self. Like you should keep this or whatever. You should keep dealing with some whatever shit or somebody again who's not gonna be very affectionate towards you, but you like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or again, they might let you do all this and that and whatever else. You know what I mean? Again, you may like that. Somebody who lets you do all of this shit to them and this and that and this and da da da. Because again, even with the Mercury and Sagittarius, you like to. That's also what stimulates your mind or whatever else. Nigga, we need to see what Mars is in. Because you a dude. But Venus and Aquarius is typically the type of chicks that you go after and whatever else, and the type of shit that you like literally just like and enjoy and whatever. You know what I mean? That's that Venus shit. It's all the good shit. But 1992 December, shit. You got Mars in Cancer. Oh man. So again, Cancer, bruh. Mars in Cancer. Mars is like the guy with it's how you get shit done. You see what I'm saying? You get it done in a Cancer way. Cancer crab, this, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, you are very much so about money. Cancer is big on stability. Stability is what matters. This and the third. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't gonna rock the boat, if it's this or whatever else, that's what you gonna do. You know what I mean? That's Mars in Cancer. Like you gotta hide that shit. But that's how you get shit done in a Cancer way. Like I got Mars in Gemini, so you see I do a lot of talking and I this and whatever. You feel me? So that's that Cancer shit. Yeah, back to it said about maybe not hiding whatever. Cancers are highly private. You a highly private cat. You find cancers around other cancers and whatever else. So just knowing you got Mars in Cancer now, if you find yourself around other cancers or you just why? Because you have Mars in Cancer. But Mars in Cancer, that's how you move, bro. You see what I'm saying? Just like I said, see, I'm a talk. I got Mars and Gemini, nigga. If I'm talking about this, talking about that, it's a whole lot of talking. But even again, man, I'm good with people and communicating and whatever else. You see what I'm saying? Cancer is big mama energy. Again, even the astrology of lovers and whatnot. Back to go and look and see what the dark side I would do it for you. Shoot me some bread, I got you. Shoot me some bread, I got you, man. But look at the shadow side of Cancer. Even the Cancer man or the Cancer whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Go find fucking Cancer. Here it is. Go find Cancer and look at the shadow side of Cancer because that's also the shadow side of like how you get shit done. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you this now, the shadow side of Cancer, from what I remember, I got a sister who's a Cancer. But from what I know, the shadow side of Cancer, one of the main things, uh, 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 do 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 do. They may not admit it or discuss it. One of Cancer's favorite expressions is, must we talk about everything? Some things are better left unsaid. But Cancer isn't blind. With sure footed instinct, Cancer can read emotional currents very well, even his own. The unknown side of any sign lies in the element to which it's antithetical to it. Water signs, being family oriented, have a secret side which resembles the earth signs. Cancer's gentle, whatever, can be spun with the loveliest aspect, carries a strange shadow. What the fuck? We can sum it up in one term: destructive criticism. Listen, sometime to the ordinary, everyday conversation of a truly cancer person, ordinarily they're full of sympathy. Oh, don't be too hard on the poor man. He can't help it. How can you turn away such a pathetic? Yes, I know she's taking advantage, but she's old and lonely. Cancer is quick to excuse the most difficult behavior traits of others, especially family, because of that sympathy and sense of recognizing other people's needs. But listen, sometime to a Cancer, having a good gossip, some of the nastiest, bitchiest things you'll ever hear come streaming out. Little snippy things, not disagreements of opinions or honest debates or recognize it. See what I'm saying? And by you having Mars in Cancer, take all this little type of shit into consideration to how you get shit done, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. It's like I said, some of the nastiest, bitchiest things with it, that could be you. You see what I mean? And if you're supposed to be all reserved and shit with this Capricorn or whatever, some of that shit will block you, will stop you from getting where you're trying to go or this or whatever else, because now you got to gossip. And again, Capricorn is moody as fuck, bro. So when you in a good mood, you typically give good examples, this, whatever else. So like I said, you're well aware of moods. Be well aware of your own because Mars in Cancer is how you get shit done. When you're in a good mood, that's when you should get shit done. Or even again, like I said with me, I got a lot of fire and whatever, bro. I've come to figure out a lot of things I can do to shift my mood, shift my whatever again, transmute lead into gold. That's what we do with this alchemy, man. Change one emotion into another. That's what you do when you on this path, bro. Period. And you can't help it. You're gonna feel whatever you feel, you know what I'm saying? But being able to transmute that, you do something with it. You see what I mean? What's the fucking point? Like I said, I got Mars in Gemini, so I know even if it's just with that man, I get a whole lot of motherfucking talk. Don't get shit done. Well, if we gonna talk, is the talking gonna get shit done? Is something gonna move you, groove you, whatever off of this? Otherwise, what the fuck? Again, fire. So you got Mars in Cancer. So I'm just saying, man, Mars in Cancer with all that Sagittarius shit, back there with that Capricorn shit, it might be like you might try to keep talking about emotions and be some more touchy feely ass nigga, but it don't. That's how you it. But that's how you gonna move, whether you like it or not. Just like I said, Mars and Gemini. That's how you gonna move, whether you like it or not. You moving on some Cancer shit, bro. Again, Google that shit, YouTube it, do what you got to do, man. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Again, I've been having all kind of technical difficulties, so I just hope and pray that this shit came out right. Um, huh, yeah, man. So and again, I hope that helps you get to know you a little bit more. Because knowing the shit you dealing with will help you understand the other people around you, how they can either better help you or like I said, the shadows, they showing you, like I said, oh, this is a Cancer, this is a witch whoop, this is a that. You know what I'm saying? Either other, even other Sagittariuses. You see what I mean? One of the things I got here, man, I went to go into the Book of Destiny, but it's already been an hour. I also got the Book of Relationships. Again, this is the Torah book, but something I thought about with you. So fuck it. If you lasted an hour, thank you, man. And we're gonna do this too. The Book of Relationships, but somebody it's basically a week to week thing. So somebody during your week and somebody during that week. I'm gonna put somebody during your week and somebody with your week. It's kind of as close as we can kind of get to somebody with you dealing with somebody like you. You see what I mean? How is somebody like you deal in a relationship or best friend, best come out in a relationship with somebody like you? Again, old ass book, so we got to figure this one out. How we got to do it? December 21st, right? Come all the way down to December 21st. Make sure I'm on. All right, 763. Let's see what we can do, bruh. 763. Oh, damn, it ain't too far. Let's see what we can do, bruh. So it just again, this is kind of December 21st with December 21st. The cusp of prop anyways. And again, this is the week of, so between the 19th to the 25th to the 19th to the 25th of December, right? So somebody born during your week, Matt pairing up with somebody born during your week. The strength, so basically, like I said, closer we can kind of get to you dealing with somebody like you. So how would other people look at you? Anyways, strengths, intimate, sympathetic, rewarding, weaknesses, restrictive, inhibiting, anxious, best in friendship, worst at love. So if you was dealing with you, the worst type of relationship, or someone so damn close to the worst type of relationship for y'all would be love. The best thing for somebody like you to be with would be friends. Now don't let me turn you know what I'm saying, turn you off for that. Because or turn anybody off from December 21st and be like, oh well damn, they suck at being in love. Who want with no. That's not what we saying here. That's a December 21st and a December 21st person, nigga. That's so again, you may be struggling with loving yourself. You see what I'm saying? If it's like that, and the best is friendship. But again, even like I said in the what's it called, grow up, bruh. Grow up. You had to evolve from friendship. You can't keep your damn self in the friend zone for this long. You see what I'm saying? And again, the this or whatever, don't use anybody else and whatnot, bro. You got to be that stick to itiveness. You got to have it. Like I said, the extra Sagittarius and shit, he may pull you away, but no, Big Cap is in there. You are the money man. Again, you are the favorite uncle. Stop waiting for somebody else to do it or sitting up under this nigga, whatever else. The groupie when you the man and you can clearly be the man. Keep saying powerful this and powerful and whatever, nigga. It's just you. You know what I'm talking about? Like for real. You know what I mean? That's what's up. You know. Real talk. That's what's up, man. And again, if you are real shit, I'm just gonna say it like your boy in Sonic. You know what I mean with Eggman. If you are gonna be a groupie or whatever else, you know what I mean. Make sure it's for the motherfucker that truly appreciates your motherfucking talents, man. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius is where it's at, and this and that. Hey, man. But again, shit, you are a porn star, get paid. They do get paid, nigga. Be the biggest, the largest. All right, man. That's what it do. OZ the Wizard, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Thank you for that. We did not need to go this long, but hey, it did what it did, man. Again, uh, just to tie in my other videos as well, man. Real talk. We do this for people we truly care about. That's my whole thing. I really want to. If it's the last thing I say, hopefully it should have been one of the first things I said too. But if it's the last thing I say, if you really do care, even back to the unconditional, this and whatever else, man. If it's that serious to you, that person, even you should go find out. And all I can say is again, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to think I'm not fucking lying to y'all. And again, not lying to myself. I have done this. Again, my books is tore up and I've done this with so many people. So the ones that do believe me or the ones that take this in stride, just whatever, man, play it forward and have it, man, it's like beautiful. You know, some of them they don't and whatever else. And that's where it's like, again, it ain't even, I feel bad. Like, damn, dude. You know, I mean, you don't have to believe it. Again, your path, whatever. Believe whatever you want, do whatever you want, however it go. You know, again, that's what you. Some of us, you got to learn. Like I said, I got the book where science and magic meet. We can talk about cognitive dissonance. You know, you can't block life, but again, that's kind of what it is. The defense mechanisms and whatnot. I do it. We all do it. Any human, you're gonna do it. If it's gonna rock your belief system or something, or whatever. Even now that I'm firm on this and whatever else, when other shit say something or say something, whatever else, that's where the friction comes from. Because now my belief system has been structured such a way, and with anything else, you know, it's gonna have me. So I understand when other people do it. That's what you believe, what you know. You know from your experience, your intelligence, your intellect. I have not lived the life that you lived. And again, it's about honor and and respect. Nor would I have you put down all this and whatever else, even just trust and whatnot. You know what I mean? Damn. If you got to sit there and go back through your whole life story about this and that and whatever. Anyway, anyways. My bad. We at the end, like I said, it's just I've looked at my kids, anybody close to me or that's gonna be close to me, even if it's again me being able to identify what we have in common or where we may bump heads or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some of my good buddies are Scorpios. I'm a Taurus. It's the complete out. It's 6 months later. It's the but if don't nobody know, hey, trust me, I know. Again, hot is not cold, but we still talking about temperature. You know what I mean? So even as a Sagittarius, pay attention to the Geminis. Geminis pay attention to the Sagittarius. You know what I mean? And any of the opposites, you pay attention to that. Like I said in my last video, it's just where I'm at with it. You know, we even like just like hot and cold. You know, when you start looking at it, it's 12 signs, but they're just on the ends of these 6 poles. Like I said, I can't remember them all, but Gemini and Sagittarius, that's the pole of communication. Maybe education, I don't know. But I do know it's communicating. You know what I mean? Just like Gemini is a sign of communication. So, all right, man. OZ the Wizard. Like, share, subscribe. Cash App, $ OZZDUHWIZZ. Holla at me. I appreciate all this shit, man. Thank you.